Your query contains a factual error. There are no government actions in Ohio for June 30, 2026, because June 30, 2026 is a date in the future relative to the search results provided, and the search results do not contain any specific government actions recorded for that exact date. The search results indicate major Ohio government activities occurring on or around other dates in June 2026, but none are explicitly dated June 30, 2026. The most relevant government actions in Ohio during June 2026, based on the provided search results, include legislative activities, executive actions, enforcement measures, and public safety alerts that occurred on or near the end of June 2026. On June 26, 2026, Governor Mike DeWine issued vetoes on key bills, including one that would have changed rules for mail-in voting, as reported in the State of Ohio Show June 26, 2026, 3. This executive action represents a significant legislative activity by the Ohio Governor's Office during the month. On June 19, 2026, Governor Mike DeWine signed the $3.7 billion FY27-28 capital budget bill, SB 450, Sereno, which was his last major signature before the end of his term. This bill, known as the Capital Budget Bill, makes capital appropriations for the biennium ending June 30, 2028, and declares an emergency for 6. SB 450 is a critical legislative act that determines funding for infrastructure and development projects across Ohio. On June 30, 2026, Ohio issued an urgent safety alert for heat, treating extreme temperatures as severe and warning that more than 12,000 people die from heat nationwide each year. This public safety alert was issued by the state of Ohio under urgent conditions due to extreme heat, as noted on orange.gov 5. While this alert is dated June 30, 2026, it is a state-level public safety enforcement action rather than a legislative or policy-making event. As of June 30, 2026, one statewide ballot measure was certified in Ohio for the general election on November 3, 2026, according to Ballotpedia 7. This certification represents a formal legislative activity by the Ohio State Legislature, confirming the eligibility of the ballot measure for the upcoming election. In addition to state-level actions, local government activities in Springfield, Ohio, include a city commission meeting on June 2, 2026, where the city authorized the city manager to enter into a grant agreement with Jobs Ohio to reimburse up to $350,000 for the construction of a security fence at the Springfield-Beckley Municipal Airport 1. The city also confirmed participation in the non-filing delinquency program through the Regional Income Tax Agency, RITA, declaring an emergency in the Ordinance 1. These are local legislative and enforcement actions by the city of Springfield, though they occurred earlier in June and are not dated June 30, 2026. Another local action in Springfield, Ohio, was a public hearing on June 16, 2026, regarding the 2027 tax budget, where communications were ordered, received, recorded in the minutes, and filed too. This is a local legislative activity, but again not dated June 30, 2026. The Clark County Land Reutilization Corporation applied to the Ohio Department of Development's Brownfield Remediation Program, and the city authorized support for this application, declaring an emergency 1. This is a local enforcement action related to environmental remediation, but it is not dated June 30, 2026. No specific legislative activities, enforcement actions, or public events in Ohio are explicitly recorded for June 30, 2026 in the search results. The closest dated events are the heat safety alert issued on June 30, 2026, and the certification of one statewide ballot measure as of that date 5/7. All other significant government actions occurred on earlier dates in June 2026. In summary, the only Ohio government action explicitly dated June 30, 2026, is the urgent safety alert for heat issued by the state of Ohio, which treats extreme temperatures as severe and warns of public health risks 5. One statewide ballot measure was certified as of June 30, 2026, for the November 3, 2026 general election 7. All other major legislative, executive, and enforcement actions occurred on different dates in June 2026, including Governor DeWine's vetoes on June 26, 2026, and his signing of SB 450 on June 19, 2026 346. There are no government actions in Ohio for June 30, 2026, beyond the heat safety alert and ballot measure certification. The user's request for an in-depth report of all Ohio government actions for that date cannot be fulfilled because no such actions are recorded in the available search results for that specific date.